Today's gospel comes from Luke chapter 11. It says, Jesus said to the crowd, "This generation is an evil generation. It seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah. Just as Jonah became a sign to the Ninevites, so will the Son of Man be to this generation." When we look at Jonah as a prophet, he walked through all of Nineveh, preaching conversion, preaching the destruction of the city unless the people turn their hearts to God. And almost against Jonah's will, the people listen and they respond and they convert and they change. But we also think of Jonah being in the heart of this great fish for 3 days and 3 nights, and then he's spewed out on the shore. Perhaps part of what Jesus was saying in saying that he's like Jonah is to say that his death and resurrection is the sign. His dying on the cross and rising from the dead is the great sign of God's love for us and the great sign of the authenticity of who Jesus is. Then he goes on to say that Queen of South will judge this generation and that the people of Nineveh will judge this generation because there's a greater than Jonah here, there's a greater than Solomon here. The prophets of the Old Testament longed to see what we see in Christ, but didn't see it, and to hear what we hear, but didn't hear it. As Christians, how privileged we are to live the fulfillment of God's promises made to us in Jesus Christ.